going to be hard to top that last experience of the last time you saw us live here at AboutBeverages.com. It's going to be hard to top that experience.
That is going to be difficult. Now, we are, even though it's still a beer, we are switching styles.
Yes.
But that is going to be difficult just because of the uniqueness factor.
Right.
And just, yeah, the overall experience, I think, just because we had no preconceived notions about it, it was just kind of...
That was just a wow experience.
That was a very exciting kind of podcast. But I think if anything this might be able to.
Okay.
There's a big push with this. This has a unique quality all its own.
All right.
And that's what we're going to get into on this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage we're about today is from Hand Brewery. It is their Milk Stout Nitro.
Yes.
And what does that mean?
That means they are using nitrogen.
To?
Carbonate.
Excellent.
Yeah. So they're going the Guinness draft route.
Okay.
With the nitrogen.
Is there a widget?
There is no widget.
No widget.
No widget.
Okay.
But there is an interesting and very specific way that you're supposed to pour it as well.
Will we demonstrate that here
at
AboutBeverages.com?
We will, and we've got video this time, so we don't even have to describe it, which is makes it a lot easier. It's very cool. They and actually, people who follow us on Twitter, which everyone should.
You should
be. Why wouldn't you
if
be?
You're not, start right now.
That's right. If you're following us on Twitter, you'll notice I mentioned last week that I tweeted to Left Hand Brewing and I mentioned that I just finished pouring it hard.
Oh, wait.
Because that's what they ask you to do. That's the first step. They say pour hard, admire, and enjoy.
Okay.
And if that's not enough, the two graphics on here, they even have a QR code.
Okay.
So if you've got a smartphone.
Did you do that?
I did, actually. And it links right to a video that shows a gentleman
pouring hard.
Pouring hard, which, trust me,
that's okay.
It's family safe.
Okay.
And
I was concerned.
Doing that, kind of watching it, and then he did something that probably we will not do today. He pretty much downed it.
Oh.
He almost Irish car bombed this beer.
Okay.
It was like gone. So we probably won't be doing that today, but we will show you the amazing nitrogen
we don't want to encourage
experience.
such behavior, but
yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong
we
with
won't
that.
do that here.
No, not today at least.
Not today.
So here we go. Getting the proper levels there.
That means one of us doesn't get any beer because it all went into one glass.
That's right.
That's pretty cool, actually.
How about that?
Look at that. Too bad we can't zoom in.
And you'd think that it actually would completely overflow. Like I was even afraid there for a moment.
Yeah. Well, I was ready
look
with
at
my
that.
glass underneath.
Yeah. Look at that. Is that
nice.
pretty?
If anything, that's good presentation right there.
That's great presentation right there.
That's style. That's money.
That is money.
Lately,
right
I've been
there.
at work. I make myself some coffee, and I do the
long pour.
I forgot.
Put a little money on that.
We put a little money on it. Do you guys still do that?
That's an Adam Willis. Yeah.
Put some money on that.
Yeah. Put a little
All
money
right.
on that. Yeah.
That is a really nice. Once again.
How cool is that?
Looks good.
Yeah, that's very cool. And Left Hand Brewing, we like their stuff. It's good.
We
it's good
do.
time. So yeah, it was.
Although please,
slightly more expensive 6-pack. So what was the price on this?
You had it with $8.99 for 6.
Yeah, anywhere from $8.99 or $9.99, depending on where you get it. But
if we have Left Hand's attention, please go back somewhere to the original Fade to Black, so closer to that. I still have a few of the Volume 3 in my fridge, and they're okay. We like them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah,
but
I had one of
there's nothing compared to 1, and then now even 2, but especially 1. 1 is.
Yeah, I actually had one of the
Can
2s.
You put a picture of the Holy Grail up here?
The Holy Grail. Right?
That was. Oh yeah.
I actually had one of the 2s the other day. I still have some of those.
Oh really?
The Smoked Baltic Porter.
And
it was very good.
Good.
Like I said, the smokiness had even mellowed out a little bit and kind of melded very nicely. It definitely aged well because I've had that since over a year now. I guess since they made that.
Yeah.
So that was really good. And I liked the chili porter. I thought that was good too. But
yeah, and when I said it was okay, that kind of came out wrong, I guess. But when the high standard that I hold that first one to, it is okay by itself. It's a good beer. I like it.
They started with a Grand Slam,
but yeah,
and that's difficult to then top.
It's hard to unless you have another Grand Slam in the same inning like Fernando Tatis.
I was thinking
when
about
he had
the
2 Grand
Cardinals
Slams
player, right?
in one inning. Yeah. So, anyways, a little obscure baseball reference for our fans out there.
Check that out, though.
All
right, now unfortunately we are
strong.
We're gonna separate it now here a little bit. So,
thank you for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I figured people didn't have to watch us separate that. So, we won't go by the Keith's head. We'll go by mine. And you can
well,
tell
that's
that
Well, hey,
wow, hey, whoa. But yeah, that is, yeah. And full disclosure, which you probably can tell because I mentioned everything on Twitter, I have had this.
Okay.
Had this with a friend.
I have
very
not.
good friend. So.
Oh. Wow.
And a listener, Jason.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. And home beer brewer.
And home beer brewer. And actually, so since you're... Oh, yeah. Well,
got to bring it in.
We'll talk about that at some point. But
okay.
actually, the other thing to talk about is he's very interested. Left Hand Brewing is very nice about that they mention what ingredients are in things, including the Fade to Black Volume 1.
Oh.
So Jason would like to... He might make an attempt.
To try?
Yeah, to try and make that. So we're like... So
if he succeeds, I may actually buy it.
Yeah. Pay for his time.
I'll actually buy one from him.
I would buy a beer from him.
Anyone who can recreate that flavor. Actually, and what did we ask for in that? Just a little more body.
A little more body.
A little more body. So, Jason.
And that may happen.
A little more body.
A little more.
Okay. So, anyway, that's a nice dark brown,
black.
black.
Sorry, a color.
That's
I got
quite
distracted.
all right. You were distracted by your gigantic head. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay.
It's still there.
Your head retention, as impressive as it was.
That is like ridiculous. I mean, you could float a bottle cap. I mean, that's like creamy. That's like chocolate
You actually
shake
did
creamy.
Recently.
That's right. We did one of those.
There's some just delicious roasted malt aromas right there.
But like on a bed of like some sort of like brown sugar like sweetness. Like there's just a really like that's the play I liked was that there was not only that roasted note that sometimes you get out of an ice, but since this is, I mean, it's a sweet stout.
There's almost a grainy note underneath. I almost get like a little corn. And I don't mean that. I mean that like a grain corn.
Yeah, like a sweet corn, like a buttered kind of sweet corn or something.
Actually, that's excellent.
Totally.
Yeah. No, I definitely get that.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's all.
My senses. I feel alive today. I'm alive.
I know. See, I'm glad we waited a week. We were going to podcast last week.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good.
You'd have been like,
I was.
I
don't know. Yeah.
Well, if my nose wasn't so stuffed up, I'd probably think this is wonderful. But,
I didn't know I talked like that even when I was sick, but maybe I do. No, that's quite tasty.
That smells quite. It's quite tasty.
You had a sip? No, I said smells quite tasty. It has
it is quite tasty.
No, it has promise of good things to come. Okay. Smooth. And it's just
Isn't it?
Silky smooth stout right there.
Yeah, but still flavorful.
Very flavorful. You know what? Honestly, the aroma notes are there in the taste.
Yeah.
I mean, and a fairly mirrored image of
almost
each
perfect.
other. Because I get that nice roasted malt note, and there is a underlying note of corn grain sweetness that just comes right up under that and pushes that up, and
creaminess,
creamy body. Yeah, okay, that's quite good.
That's quite delicious.
It is very good.
That's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, I may have to invest.
I will definitely be buying some more of that. Yeah, it's really good. Presentation's cool.
Yeah,
all these other things, but if that doesn't, that doesn't hold a lot of water. If it's not going to work out. But the flavor is just so good. The aromas are really good. This to me almost, I think I described it when I was, like I said, when I had it the first time with Jason was. It's almost to me like a summer stout. Like I was
just about to say it's a warm weather stout.
Yeah,
almost.
It is because I could totally see drinking this even on warmer days because it's wonderfully flavorful, but it still is refreshing. It's not drying me out at all. It's just smooth and creamy, but it tastes good ice cold. Even if it warms up a little bit, it still tastes really good. You just even get some more of those other flavors coming through.
Yeah, no.
This is year round for me. I could easily drink this, and I'm not. They're regular milk stout, and I kind of looked at. They don't really have the recipe, but I looked at the grains and things that were in it on there, and they're exactly the same. So I don't know if there's some other proportion. Maybe they've changed some proportions along with the nitrogen. I don't know how that works, but I mean I like this. Their milk stout was always okay. Like I didn't. Yeah. I never thought it was
not
like
bad,
but no, this to me is like wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's
exactly what I was thinking, and I think it's that grain, that corn note that's in there that, and corn is obviously predominant in, summer months, and that would go great with a, burger. And if you're, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's like a refreshing stout. Yeah. And I didn't want to use the word refreshing because I seem to be using that a lot, but it is, that is a stout you could drink. Even more so probably It's not like a cold dark, but it would be fine there. You'd be fine
Yeah.
in cold months as well. So.
Yeah, this would be something you could easily, during the winter months, start with this. Or
Yeah.
this is your second beer in, before you get to some heavier, really high alcohol things. 6%, it's not a really high alcohol,
that's
which
not
is
bad at
nice
all.
too.
Yep.
Obviously not technically sessionable, but I mean, that's pretty low alcohol where you could easily have a couple of these. And
Yeah.
no, I thought it'd be great. And yeah, food it's going to go well with. On its own, it's great.
It does have that, body-wise and mouthfeel-wise, it is very similar to a Guinness. And I'm assuming it's because of that nitrogen flush sort of thing. It does have that sort of that creaminess, but that's
there's a
quite
little bit.
tasty.
I almost want to say there's a little bit more body in this than a Guinness. Like Guinness, to me, I think is even
It's
a little bit
thin.
more thinner
than this. Yeah.
Whether you want
I
that or
agree.
not, that's your call. But no, I think this is. I think it's amazing. I think it's really good.
That's quite good.
It's quite good.
We have had a great day of podcasting.
Yeah, we have. We've had an awesome day of podcasting. And you can continue to make that even more awesome by heading on over to the website at AboutBeverages.com and check out our tasting notes for this beer, along with where it hits on our recommendation scale.
Is it possible that in this recording day we've had 3 threes?
3 threes? Wow. Yeah, actually.
3 threes and a 0.
3 threes and a 0.
Averages out to 2 1/4. That's not bad.
Exactly. Yeah, if you look 4 podcasts back, the Ranger kind of brought that one down.
Yeah, unfortunately. But we started with that one, and then
we ramped up quick.
We took off. Yeah.
And we stayed at that level, which is nice.
That's awesome.
But as we were saying, what is not a lot of work, going to the website, become a fan of us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, watch us on YouTube or at the website. Either way, subscribe to us on YouTube. We still always have the emails that go out as well. You can subscribe there so you don't miss out on what content we have coming up. And what else? Anything else going on lately? Anything exciting?
Well, the old drink database. And
Drink database is always good.
all those things. They're all good.
But whether we like it or not,
You should give it a shot.